Hi, welcome back to my channel. College admissions have been really whack this year. Please let me in, blah blah blah. That was not the case. Thank you for watching my channel today. I have a very important issue to bring up with every one of you guys. I'm saying these things not at the expense of other people who are successful, and this is my own personal opinion. So okay, but seriously you guys, I know that when people open their college decisions they can get kind of disheartened by how they're not fit, because what does that mean? And no, it doesn't mean that you're not smart enough, it doesn't mean that you're not qualified. The people who do get in, congrats to them, but just because you don't get in doesn't mean you're not qualified to go there. If you got rejected from colleges, please hear this because I feel like it's kind of important. And if you did get into the colleges you wanted to, congratulations. Basically what I'm trying to say in this whole video is don't be sad if you're dealing with rejection, because I actually dealt with a lot of rejection. I got rejected by more than half the colleges I applied to. So I think I got waitlisted and rejected by 20 something schools that I applied to. If you do want to hear about what schools I got into and what I applied to, please let me know in the comments below. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. So first off guys, I just want to tell you a little bit about my college story, because some of you guys are like, who's this girl talking to me about college rejections when she literally got into one of the top 10 universities? Literally no one watches this girl anyway, so what is she even talking about? For reference, I applied to 30 colleges. I applied to all of the UCs, all of the Ivy Leagues, which is really dumb because I'm not one personality type that can get into all the Ivies anyways. I applied to basically the top 25 colleges on the US rankings. If you didn't know, I go to Duke University, but that is not where I wanted to or where I think I would end up. So I grew up in Connecticut and I actually wanted to go to Yale for the longest time until I applied restrictive early action to Princeton. Early action, I was waitlisted and I felt so terrible. It was just so heartbreaking for me because I actually I obviously really wanted to get in. My other friends got into their schools early action and I felt kind of, actually early on I got into UC Berkeley for the Regents scholarship program or whatever, and I thought that is where I was gonna end up, and I was so horrified by that because I went to the campus and I stayed at their overnight program, and there's nothing wrong with UC Berkeley, but I just really didn't feel like it was a campus that fit my vibe. Fast forward, regular decision comes around, and at this point I really didn't care where I went to college. I just wanted to go to a good college. I opened my email to see all these rejection and waitlisted letters. I got kind of rejected from all the ones I really wanted to go to, which boohoo, that's not that bad because I still got into almost all of the UCs. I got into Carnegie Mellon, Emory, etc, etc. Those are some of the schools I was considering, but then I opened my Duke admissions results and I actually got waitlisted. The next day they sent an email to me saying, oh, do you actually want to go to Duke University? I'm like, duh, I want to go to Duke University. I'm so excited, please let me in, blah blah blah. But actually I had never visited the school, so I just accepted the letter and here I am now. I actually learned that this vibe from the school really fit me even though I never got in. And so I think from this process I kind of learned to trust the college application system and how you have to trust in that the schools that accept you are kind of the ones that do fit you. Another thing I've learned from college is that it's really just another school. So you have clubs and you have friends, but honestly I think that you can make friends everywhere. For me, I'm pre-med and I know that Duke had a really good pre-med track, so that's a big reason why I chose it. But I will have to admit that it is hard. If you guys still aren't convinced that it's done for colleges to reject some people because they're still insanely talented, then I just want to let you guys know that you can totally be successful if you don't go to these colleges. Just not slacking off in college, and I feel like that is definitely what a lot of people do. I just have a ton of friends who go to those schools that are not in top 10, but they're definitely still really good universities. A lot of them have actually had a lot of success in their careers. For instance, I think she worked at Amazon. A lot of my other friends go work at Facebook and Google, and my pre-med friends, they have success going to one of the best medical universities in the US. I definitely think that if you keep studying when you get to college and you're not too focused about the name of your college and the clout from it, then you're totally gonna be fine. College admissions have been really whack this year. just because it's like so competitive, the coronavirus and everything. So really that just does not lend any credibility to the college admission system and their standards anymore. I think a lot of us are trained to think that if we don't get into a college with a certain name, then we're just not successful anymore. But that's like not true. Literally no one cares anymore. If you don't care, then other people really don't care. But if you have this mindset that no, only this one school fits for me, it's kind of just a mindset that's placed upon you from school, from these institutions that want you to pick their school just so they can have a really low acceptance rate. Also, these parents who are always just trying to one-up each other.
Child. Anyway, so
thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please come again. Peace.